محصلان عزیز السلام علیکم و رحمت الله. امید که دارای صحت کامل باشین و شب و روز خوب و خوشی داشته باشین. به چپتر چهارم منیجمنت انفورمیشن سیستم خوش آمدین. چپتر امروز ما در مورد بزنس سافتویر هست که ما میخوانیم که بزنس سافتویر چی است، انواع بزنس سافتویر کدام ها هستند و سافتویر چی استفاده هایی داره و چگونه جور میشه. خب so what is software? The definition: it is a set of instructions written in a computer language in order to solve either daily life problems or to operate computers or devices. So if we see any hardware, so the hardware, when we make a hardware, for running that hardware we need a software. So software itself is a set of instructions, that is designed before we design by a computer language. We set some instructions. So this set of instructions are for a specific purpose. That purpose can be solving a daily life problem or operating a computer overall. So these set of instructions are for running a hardware. So یعنی سافتویر خودش هدایاتی هستند که در یک زبانهای کامپیوتر ساخته میشن. خب ساختنشان به خاطر ازی است که ما وقتی یک هاردویر را جور میکنیم، به خاطر ازی که ما هاردویر را رن بکنیم یا استفاده بکنیم یا به کار بگیریم، پس همون را ما برش نیاز داریم که یک سافتویر نیاز داریم براش. که این سافتویر خودش میگه مجموعی از هدایات هست. همون هدایات چی میکنن؟ کمک میکنن ما را در رن کردن همون هاردویر. پس استفاده میشه خود از این سافتویر به خاطر حل مشکلات روزانه، به خاطر کارها و فعالیت های روزانه در داخل یک کامپیوتر و یا در داخل هر هاردویر دیگه که مثل موبایل هست یا خود کامپیوتر هست. تمام از اینو دارای در خود سافتویرهای مختلفی دارن که یکی سافتویری هست که خودش را خود هاردویر را رن میکنه، دیگه سافتویری هست که در داخل از اون باشه که استفاده میشه به خاطر حل مشکلات ما، کارهای ما. مثلا MS Office را داریم ما استفاده میکنیم که یک نوع سافتویر هست به خاطر حل مشکلات استفاده میشه، یا مثلا ویندوز هست که به خاطر رن کردن کامپیوتر استفاده میشه، یا اندروید هست به خاطر رن کردن گلکسی سلفون استفاده میشه، iOS هست به خاطر رن کردن آیفون استفاده میشه. در داخل از باز دیگه سافتویر هایی هست، مثلا فیسبوک هست سافتویر که استفاده میکنیم ما. به همین شکل سافتویرهای بسیار زیاد تا مختلفی وجود داره، مثل کویک بوک هست سافتویر که ما استفاده میکنیم که هر کدامشان انواع و اقسام مختلفی دارن و در کل خود سافتویر مجموعه از هدایاتی هستند که در زبان کامپیوتر ساخته میشن به خاطر حل مشکلات روزانه ما و یا رن کردن یا یک هاردویر. Types of softwares. So we have computer software. This computer software has two types. One is application software and another one is system software. We will study one by one each of them. So this system software is belong to the operation of a computer. That this is also divided to two parts. One is the system management program. This is used for operating the system, operation of system. This is used for operating a system, and this next one is the system development programs. This development program is used for making a software, other software. So when you want to make a software, we are using the system development programs. Like here we are programming language translators are here. And application software is also divided to two parts. Like there is general purpose applications that we're gonna study in the next slides about them. General purpose software These are the general purpose softwares and also the application specific programs. So these are used by experts, and this is for general purpose. Everyone can use this, and for daily works they are used, but these are used by experts for specific works. So these are the types of softwares that people are using for operating a computer as well as for solving their problems. So there are overall two types of softwares. One is application software and system software. یعنی در کل دو نوع سافتویر هست که اپلیکیشن سافتویر هست و سیستم سافتویر هستند که باز به بخش‌های مختلف دیگر تقسیم بندی شدن. مثل application software. Application software is any program or group of programs that is designed for the end users. So this application is actually an application. We easily call this application. What kind of application? So they are used by designed for end users, like MS Office. We are using MS Word, MS Excel. These are the application softwares we are using for solving our daily works, like Chrome, Google Chrome, Firefox, VLC Player. These are all the internet browser. So these are the application softwares that we are using for solving our daily problems. Application software also called end user programs because end users are using this. We are just using them for solving our problems, like we are using MS PowerPoint, MS Word, so for solving our problems. They include such database program, word processors, web browsers, and spreadsheets. Like if we are using Excel, we are using Access, we are using Google Chrome, as I said, we are using these different softwares are available, application softwares that we easily call them application or apps. So they are called application softwares. So next one is system software. System software is a type of computer program that is designed to run a computer's hardware and application programs. So this one, system software, it's actually for running a computer. به خاطر رن کردن یا روشن کردن یک کامپیوتر یا یک هاردویر استفاده میشه. سیستم سافتویر یعنی خود سیستم رن میسازه، روشن میسازه برای ما. اگر تلفن هست، مثلا ما گلکسی داریم، اندروید سیستم سافتویر هست استفاده میشه، یا کامپیوتر استفاده میکنین، ویندوز شما استفاده میکنین، خودش یک سیستم سافتویر هست، یا در اپل آیفون iOS خودش یک سیستم سافتویر هست که اینا استفاده میشن به خاطر رن کردن خود هاردویر. یعنی خود هاردویر را روشن میکنن، برای ما فعال میسازن تا ما با او بتانیم باز اپلیکیشن سافتویر های ما را استفاده بکنیم، کار بگیریم از اپلیکیشن سافتویر های ما را. یعنی سیستم سافتویر ما را کمک میکنه تا که ما خود هاردویر را رن بکنیم و در داخل از او باز توانایی میده برای ما که تا ما بتانیم استفاده بکنیم از اپلیکیشن سافتویرز. در همون کامپیوتر هست یا تلفن هست یا هر دستگاه دیگه‌ای که ما استفاده میکنیم، هاردویری که استفاده میکنیم، به خاطر رن کردنش ما یک سیستم سافتویر ضرورت داریم که مثل ویندوز XP، ویندوز ویستا، ویندوز 7، ویندوز 10، ویندوز 8، ویندوز 10 دیگه. اینا تمامش چی هستن؟ سیستم سافتویر هایی هستن که استفاده میشن. So application softwares, they are used for two purposes. One is general purpose, another one is application specific. So for general purpose, these are programs that perform common information processing jobs to end users. Like for general purpose, these are general softwares where people or users are using, the end users are using for solving their daily life problems, like MS Office as a general purpose software. So users are using for solving their daily works. Like there we can process a word, we can use the spreadsheet, we can use Excel, we can use MS Access, so MS PowerPoint. So this is general these are general softwares, general purpose, like we are using Google Chrome is a general purpose software. Also internet browser is a general purpose software. Facebook is general purpose software, people are using that. But this application specific, this support specific applications of end users in business and other fields. So these are this application specific is used by experts for you doing a specific job. Like for accounting we are using QuickBooks, for designing engineers are using AutoCAD, or for different softwares are there. So people are using for doing a specific job for a specific purpose. They are actually application specific softwares or actually expert softwares. They are used by an expert, and they are the way how they are working is like an expert. That's why we call them application specific software. So general purpose application, there we have like software suites, we have web browsers, we have electronic mail, we have word processing, we have spreadsheets, database managers, presentation graphics, and groupware. These are the types of general purpose applications. Number one is software suite. Software suite, what's actually software suites? A software suite is a collection of two or more software programs that are bundled and sold together. The software programs may have correlative features and functionality, or they may be completely different from one another, but share a similar them. Like the most common example is MS Office. MS Office is we can call it Office Suite. Why? Because there we have a collection of softwares. Whenever collection of softwares, different softwares are getting together and are sold as one, like MS, when we say MS Office and MS Office, there we have MS Word, MS Excel, MS PowerPoint, MS Access. So different programs we have there, but they are sold as one, they are in one collection. That's why we call them as software suite. Software suite is collection of different, maybe same, maybe their functionality are similar or not, maybe their functionality are different, but they are used as one, they are in one part, they are one collection. That's why we call them software suites. General purpose application, web browser. Web browser, what's a web browser? Here you can see web browser. A web browser is a software application for accessing information on the World Wide Web, on the internet. So web browser is an application that helps us to have access on the internet, like Google Chrome. Chrome is a web browser, Internet Explorer is a web browser, Mozilla Firefox is a web browser. So we are using them to have access. Through them we can have access over internet, and for using, they are used for using internet. So we can we easily call them browsers. Or they are web browsers. Like you can see here the example of Google Chrome. This is a web browser. You can daily we are using them for accessing to internet. So general purpose application, next one is electronic mail. Electronic mail, or we call it email or email. So this is different writing of email, is a method of exchanging messages. So, or mail. Mail actually means message. Mail, message, email, electronic mail, between people using electronic devices. Like email is electronic mail, or electronic messages. We are sending our messages by email. We are sending the messages through internet, like we are using Gmail, Google Mail, we call them, Yahoo Mail, and Hotmail, Outlook. So they are different electronic mails that we are using for maybe for general purpose or a specific purpose. So uh, we are using them in the business in our daily life. So this is actually an address through we can send our mail or our messages for people or individuals over internet. Next one is instant messaging or IM. Uh, so software used to send and receive electronic messages instantly to facilitate real-time communication and collaboration. So instant messaging is also an electronic electronic way of sending messages or sending messages over internet by using a specific applications like WhatsApp. WhatsApp is actually an instant messaging. Messenger is an instant messaging. Viber or Telegram. So these are different instant messaging softwares that we are using them in our computer or in our mobile phone for sending and receiving the messages. So uh, we can do we have two way of sending mails. One is electronic mail and another one is instant messaging. In instant messaging we are sending the messages over a specific application, which you can call it. The most common one is WhatsApp that you're using, uh, or any other one. So next one is word processing. Word processing, a software that supports the creation, editing, revision, and printing of documents. So word processing is also a program like the common one, is MS Word or WinWord. You're using in Windows WinWord or MS Word. It is used for writing words, writing paragraphs, making essays, editing the words, revising them. So it gives the possibility for us to write something, to edit it, to revise it, to print that document. So this is the general purpose application that we are using. Like یعنی امی general purpose application هستم سورد که ما استفاده میکنیم به خاطر حل مشکلات ما، که ما میتونیم دو کلمات را نوشته بکنیم، میتونیم که پاراگراف ها را جور بکنیم، میتونیم که او را ادیت بکنین، دوباره پرینتش بکنین، بر ما توانایی را میده. Next one is desktop publishing or DTP. That's a software that supports the production of materials that look professionally published. So desktop publishing, it is used for making text, making pictures, and creating brochures, creating magazines, creating books. So desktop publishing is used by people for these purposes, like Microsoft Publisher, which is used as desktop publisher. So we are using them to create a magazine, create a book, create a brochure. Businesses are using mostly nowadays this desktop publisher or desktop publishing DTP for creating brochures for advertisements. A spreadsheet, a software that supports the development of electronic worksheets consisting of rows and columns used for business analysis, planning, and modeling. So a spreadsheet is easily you can see the Excel sheet. The Excel sheet that we are using for it has rows, it has columns. So we are using for analyzing some business activities, we are using for planning, we are using for different purpose, for the purpose is that for whatever the purpose you're using the spreadsheet or MS Excel. So the overall you can see the MS Excel as a spreadsheet that we are using for solving our daily life problems. یعنی یکی ورد پروسسینگ گفتیم هست که خود ورد است، پروگرام ورد که شما پروگرام MS Office ورد میبینین یا وین ورد در ویندوز هست، به خاطر نوشتن کلمات، پاراگراف ها اینا استفاده میشه و همچنان میتونید را محتواش پرینت بکنیم و دسکتاپ پابلشینگ هست که در اون ما میتونیم که متن جور بکنیم، تصویر را جور بکنیم، از اون تصویر مجله جور بکنیم، کتاب جور بکنیم یا بروشر که اکثرا در بزنس ها استفاده میشه و استفاده میکنن از این دسکتاپ پابلشینگ. و اسپریدشیت که صفحه است که در او ستون ها و کالم ها وجود داره که بر ما توانایی زیرا میده که ما در جدول بسازیم، ما میتونیم تحلیل بکنیم در بعضی موضوعات را و بتونین که به شکل نمرات استفاده بکنین از او به خاطر ثبت معلومات ما، مثل من حیث دیتابیس میتونیم از او استفاده بکنیم. در کل یک اسپریدشیت صفحه اکسل است که ما او را به خاطر حل مشکلات روزانه ما استفاده میکنیم. Next one is database managers. Database manager software that helps develop and use a database so that the data can be stored in an organized form. So database manager is used for creation of a database, and also it is used for using of a database and entering the data and storing the data and creation of information. So we are using the database manager like MS or Microsoft Access, which is also a part of MS Office, where it can helps us to create a database or to use a database, to develop a database or to enter the data on that database, and to store the data in an organized form. And it helps us to organize our own database in a way that we want for simply solving our daily problems. Next one is presentation graphics. Presentation graphics software that helps convert numeric data into graphics display and prepare multimedia presentations including graphics, photos, animations, and video clips. So presentation graphics is again another software which is used for general purpose like PPT, PowerPoint presentation, that helps us to enter the data and present the data, display it in a multimedia presentation. We can add voices, we can add videos in it, we can add numbers, we can add graphs. یعنی گرافیک پرزنتیشن هم سافتوری هست که بر ما کمک میکنه به خاطر به نمایش گذاشتن کلمات، به نمایش گذاشتن تصاویر، به نمایش گذاشتن ویدیوها یا یک جا جور کردن یا تشکیل دادن به می شکل در کل یک پرزنتیشن بر ما کمک میکنه. Groupware. Groupware software that helps work groups and teams work together to accomplish group assignments. So Groupware is again another software that helps individuals to connect to one another for solving their daily life works or for communications. How a software is developed. So when we have custom software, another we have commercial. So custom software, it's application that are developed, applications that are developed by within an organization for use by the organization. That organization, like organizations, they are developing softwares by their choice for solving their own problems, for their own works, their own organization. The functionality of that software will be according to the jobs and works and tasks within the organization. So the organizations, for solving their problems, they are ordering some softwares for developers. They will develop this software for a specific purpose, for doing a specific job in their organization. So programs used by dental, like programs, this is an example, used by dental offices to schedule appointments and bill patients. Auto machines to keep track of customers' data and customers. So in a hospital, they have their own software. They will develop a database for themselves for like here is a dentist, like for scheduling the appointments, for recording the patients, and recording the bills. These kinds of softwares, or the some other organizations for tracking the customers, for recording their sales, their purchases, and their expenses. They will develop a specified software for their own organization, like in the universities, they are developing softwares or databases for their own use, for their own functions. So these are called the custom softwares. So they have also advantages and disadvantages. So the advantages are meeting the organization's need exactly. These softwares will exactly be designed for the organization itself, for the usage within the organization, and all its functions will be according to the organization. And in-house developers are sensitive to organizational culture, so the developer will develop this software or this database according to the order of this organization. Like you are an account, you need the database for the software for accounting purpose. So you will order the software, so the developer will design according to the culture of your organization, according to the work task that you want and need to use in your organization. So this beside this, it has several other advantages too for the organization. This is based on the purpose and objective that the organization order or design this software. Its disadvantages are that like it's a high cost. It has high cost. You have to pay a lot of money for designing or developing such kind of software or database for your organization. The production schedule is subject to long delays. Designing this will take a lot of time. Are also when you design such kind of software, its design as developing will take lots of time, as well as maybe it will after completion of this software, there may be some errors, it needs maintenance and other different problems too, incompatible with other organization systems. Like you are using, before you have been using a common software in your organization, but you develop this new software, maybe there is not compatibility. Like you had a database in your organization. Suppose you have a university or in a school, you previously you have been using a common database, now you developed a new database. Maybe there is not compatibility between these databases. You cannot easily transfer your previous data on the new database or software. You have to enter them one by one. So maybe such kind of problems people may face while designing a custom software for their own organization. یعنی custom software هایی هست که توسط خود سازمان ها به خاطر استفاده کارهای خودم و سازمان فرمایش داده میشه به یک دیولپر، و او دیولپر مطابق به نیاز و فرمایش همون سازمان دیتابیس را برشان دیزاین میکنه و مورد استفاده برشان قرار میده. مثل که یک دیتابیس شما جور میکنین، یک سافتویر جور میکنین به خود سازمان شما، یا پانتون دارین یا هر شرکت دیگه داشته باشین، مطابق با وظایفی که شما انجام میتین میتونین را جور کنین. و گفتیم که فایدهش هم گفتیم که فایده هم داره، زیان هم داره. فایدهش شکل خلاصه باز میگم که میتونه که ای است که فوایدش که خوب مورد استفاده قرار میگیره. تمام نیازهایی که در خود سازمان هست با مو مستقیم جور میشه، اما میتونه استفاده که مطابق فرهنگ خودمون سازمان میباشه، مطابق با کارهایی که در سازمان هست مطابق از اون مطابقت می داشته باشه برش. و همچنان ضررش است که شما پول بسیار زیاد باید پرداخت بکنین به خاطر جور کردنش، و جور کردنش زمانگیر است، وقت را میگیره. بعد از اینکه جور هم شد امکان داره به مینتیننس ضرورت داره، که امکان داره که بعضی ایرورها در موجود باشه، شما او را باید مینتیننس بکنین تا ایرورهاش گرفته شه. و همچنان میدونه که با سیستم شما که سیستم قبلا استفاده میکردین سازگاری نداشته باشه. مثلا یک دیتابیس در گذشته استفاده میکنین، اما حالا یک دیتابیس جدید گرفتین، شما میخواین دیتایتون انتقال بدین. انتقال دادن از این ممکن که کامپتیبل نباشه و بر شما مشکل ساز شوه که باید تماما دیتای گذاشتن یکی به یکی دوباره دو درج بکنین. بعضی مشکلات هم میتونه داشته باشه و فواید هم. مطابق به اهداف خود سازمان که داره میتونن که از سازمان ها که استفاده میکنن بیشتر همون جنبه مزایا یا فوایدش را در نظر میگیرن، چون بهتر است که سازمان از خود داشته باشه همی سافتیر یا دیتابیس را به خاطر استفاده و انجام فعالیت هایش به شکل موثر و خوبتر. چرا که دیتابیس هایی که در بازار هست کمرشل که هستند یا سافتیر هایی که هست، اونها بعضی از مشکلات خود می داشته باشند که بعضی کارهایی که شما در طبق قوانین و مقررات یا اصول سازمان شما نیست دو هست و بعضی مشکلات دیگر همچنان، مثل که شما کویک بوکس استفاده میکنین. کویک بوکس در کویک بوکس به یک چالشی که میتونین بر بخوره سازمان هایی است که مسئله تکس است، تکسیشن، چون تکسیشن سیستم از به مطابق امریکا هست نه مطابق افغانستان. این مثلا مثالی بود که بر شما از کویک بوکس دادم، اما دیگه مزایای خودم داره در پهلوی از یک مشکل. آیا شما میتونین که مطابق با خود سازمانتان دیتابیسی که نیاز داشته باشین یا سافتوری که نیاز داشته باشین دیزاین بکنین و استفاده بکنین امورا. و شما بخی یک تجارت جدید میکنین، در تجارت جدیدتان شما این نیاز ندارین که کمرشال را استفاده کنین، ضرور هست که باید شما خودتان داشته باشین، اصلا یک سافتور داشته باشین که اون سافتور دان مورد استفاده قرار بگیره. مثلا فعلا تلویزیون طلوع در گذشته از یوتیوب استفاده میکرد به خاطر نشر برنامه های خود. حالا فعلا دریار اپلیکیشن دریار را جور کرده که میتونن از او استفاده بکنن. این قسم هر سازمان میتونه برای خود یک اپلیکیشن، یک سافتور دیزاین بکنه تا بتونه به شکل موثر و خوبتر فعالیت های خود را دو پیش ببره. Commercial off the shelf or COTS software. This software that is developed by a software developer with the intention of selling the software in multiple copies. So this kind of software is a common software, or we call it the commercial software. This is designed for a common purpose. Actually the usage of this software is a specific, but common we say that everyone can use this. Software developer develop the software, companies develop the software and sell it to everyone. Like as I give you the example of QuickBooks. QuickBooks is a commercial software which is developed by a developer, and the developer is selling it to each and everyone who needs the software. They can purchase it in the market. Or MS Office, this is again a commercial software which is developed for a common purpose. Developer developed it and it is selling for selling purpose to multiple copies are made, and multiple users are using it. Every individual who needs that software will purchase it. This is like not a custom software. Custom software is specific for a specific organization, but commercial is for everyone who needs. You can purchase that software. It has also again advantages and disadvantages. Advantage is low cost because it has multiple copies. That's why you can purchase it at a low cost. It's available in suppose if you wanna purchase QuickBooks, so you may find it like purchasing it suppose in $100, but if you wanna develop same software for your organization, like for accounting purpose, maybe it will be thousands of dollars, 10,000 or 5,000, 10,000 or $20,000 you have to pay for developing a custom software. But you can purchase this QuickBooks in $100, high quality. It will be very high quality. Why high quality? It is because it doesn't have any error in it, because it has multiple copies, and it has making of this commercial software had taken lots of time. Each and every error has been taken, and it has been upgrading during the time, and that's why we say that it has a high quality rather than the custom softwares. And also vendor support. It has vendor support. It has, as I said, it has upgrades and updates. When you are using such kind of software, you can update it, you can upgrade it. It has support, online support by the organization itself. But the custom software needs maintenance. You have to pay for its maintenance. for the developer or for any organization who's an ICT organization who can develop a software. So you can ask from their support, and you have to pay them. Immediate availability, so you can buy it very fast and then install. Just you can go to the market and purchase one, or you can go online and purchase one, download and install easily. It's in your hand, like as I gave you the example of QuickBooks or any other softwares like browsers. You're just going and downloading and installing that software. MS Office, different other softwares too. Disadvantage: very hard to alter to meet specific needs. Because the design, these softwares are designed or developed according to the think and idea of the uh, developer themselves. That's why there may be some problems in the functionality. You may need different functions, so it will function differently. So this may be a little bit disadvantage. Or also another disadvantage is like purchasers may pay for features they don't need, so you have to pay for all the features when you want to purchase these kinds of softwares. So you have to pay for all of them. You cannot pay like I need this part, I don't need this part, so you have to pay for all of them. And vendor may go out of business, leaving users without support. Maybe the organization will close or bankrupt, so you may not have any support for more. So and this may be a problem for companies. That's why companies are prepared to have their own software and like their own applications, their custom application, because of this disadvantage of the commercial softwares. But both of them, they have their advantage and disadvantage. This is based on you and based on organizations, that what kind of software they need, and how, if the commercial software can solve their problem for long term. So you can use a commercial one because it has low cost, but if it cannot fulfill your need, so you have to go. Or if you have an organization has a good economical position, so they can go and purchase or develop their own software. It will be better. System software. So the previous was the application software. This is system software. System management programs. System management programs that manage the hardware, software, network, and data resources for computer system during the execution of various information processing job to end users. So system management programs, these are the programs that are designed to run the hardware, run the softwares. And why I say run the software? Because at first of all, like when you click the button of your computer to run, so Windows will run that, or well, Windows will run this hardware. So when it turns on, so it facilitates usage of other softwares that you have you want to use in your computer. So system management software is a program that manages the hardware and software in your computer or in your any other device. Next one is system development program. These are programs that help users develop information system programs and procedures and prepare user programs for computer processing. So system development program, these are programs which are used to develop other information system, other applications. So you can create another program, you can create software and system development programs, you can create a database and system development programs. So this one is used in by using any language of computers. So you can develop a new program or a new software and system development programs. So operating system, an integrated system of programs that manage the operation of the CPU. controls the input, output, and storage resources, and activates of the activities of the computer system, and provides various support services as the computer executes the application programs of users like MS Windows, Unix, and Linux. So operating system is a system that manages the operation of CPU. It manages the operation of CPU. It runs the computer itself, and it supports the services in the computer, and also facilitate usage of other programs in the computer like MS Windows. Like MS Windows, as I said, it runs the computer, and or Linux and Unix are also working, functioning like Windows. Windows is very common. People are using more Windows. So this is we call this operating system this system as an operating system that runs a device, a hardware device. Like in Galaxy, you're using Android as an operating system. Android is an operating system that runs Galaxy cell phone, or iOS is an operating system that runs iPhone. So each and every device it has its own operating system that you are using for running your devices. So these are the functions of operating system, like user interfaces, end user system, and network communications. Like there you have resource management, task management, file management, and the other utilities functions. Like in resource management, managing the use of hardware resources. So here you are managing the resources of the hardware, and task management, managing the accomplishment of tasks. So here, what the task you're doing in the computer, in task management you are checking it, and also file management, managing data and programs in the file management of your computer. You can manage all the data and programs. And the utilities and other functions provides a variety of support to services. So here are the support system of your computer, that it supports all the services in your computer. So operating system functions, so user interface, and this is actually the part of operating system that allows you to communicate with it, so you can load programs, access files, and accomplish other tasks. Like and there in user interface, it actually guides you to the programs and helps you to communicate with the programs and have access to whatever the program you need to open or you need to work with it. Like the command driven, like in the command you can write the name of any program, and or any program, or you want to access a file, you want to open a program, so by through run command, so you can write there, so it can open for you the program that you need to open it, or you need to work on it in any program. Also there is menu driving, like in the menu bar you can have a menu for your programs and whatever the program you want to open. So through the menu you can go and open the program. Run command is a little bit faster, so you can open very fast through run command. And if there is menu bar, so you want to open a program, it's a little bit difficult because of the settings that you need to go and find out which program you want to open. So it can make a little bit different for making easy the programs. Opening programs are in the user interface, they are using graphical user interfaces. And graphical user interfaces, they are using some pictures of the program, or making some pictures for the program that you need to open. That like for, you can see here for Babylon it has beep icon. For that there are icons or symbols for programs, or also pictures for programs. That is, from this one you can understand this is a Skype, or from E you can understand from this graphical symbol that E is for used for internet browser. So, and these kinds of icons as well as symbols are used for opening as interface for opening programs, and it helps the users to easily have access to programs that they want to open or use. یعنی در یوزر اینترفیس برای ما کمک میکنه تا دسترسی داشته باشیم به فایل های ما و بتونیم ارتباطات با فایل هایی که داریم یا با پروگرام هایی که داریم برقرار بکنیم یا باز بکنیم پروگرام های ما را از طریقش، که یعنی گفتیم که سه شکل عامی که هست در یوزر اینترفیس که استفاده میشه که کامنت هست. که در کامنت میتونین شما در رن باز بکنین رن کامنت را، در اینجا در رن کامنت نوشته بکنین که کدام پروگرام را میخواین باز بکنین. در اینجا میتونین نوشته بکنین، بسیار فست آسان میتونه بر شما پروگرام را باز بکنه و از طریق نامش میتونین پروگرام را باز بکنین. و مثلا با ورد میخواین باز بکنین، شما نوشته میکنین وین ورد، اوکی میگین باز میکنه مستقیم پروگرام ورد را صفحه ورد. منیو درایون که هست، در منیو درایون هم اینجا برای ما مثل منیو لیست جور میکنه از پروگرام ها. هر پروگرامی که می باشه شما میرین بالای لیستش میتونین که را باز بکنین. هر قدر را بخواین لیست خوبتر جور بکنن همون قدر پیدا کردن پروگرام میتونه که مشکل تر باشه یا کار ما رو مشکل نیست، اما ساده سرعت کار را کم میسازه. اگر شما بخواین یک پروگرام مثلا پروگرام اکسل را باز بکنین از طریق رن، شما مستقیم همی در کامنت رن میرین نوشته میکنین اکسل، یک انتر بر شما باز میکنه. اما وقتی میخواین پیدا بکنین در منیو یک ذره مشکل است پیدا کردنش از لیست. و همچنان به خاطر سادگی کار گرافیکال یوزر اینترفیس هم جور شده، همچنان که مثل آیکن ها و سمبول ها است پروگرام ها را میگذارن تا بتونین ساده تشخیص بکنین کدام پروگرام را باز میکنین. مثلا شما گفتم اینجا میبینین اس به معنی از که اسکایپ هست، اینجا نامه صفحه نامه به معنی ایمیل هست و همچنان به شکل شما ای را میبینین که یعنی اینترنت اکسپلورر هست، یعنی اینترنت براوزر است. یعنی هر پروگرام مثلمی میتونن که آیکن های یا سمبول های داشته باشن یا تصاویری داشته باشن که بر شما بتونن نشان بدن که کدام پروگرام هست که شما میخواین که بازش بکنین. و هر پروگرام آیکن و خاص خودش هم داشته باشه. مثل ببینین بی داره، شما میتونید طریق گرافیکال یوزر اینترفیس هست که کمک میکنه استفاده کننده را که به شکل آسان و ساده به پروگرام دسترسی پیدا بکنه. So operating system, next one is resource management. So on resource management, programs to manage the hardware and networking resources of a computer system, including CPU, memory, secondary storage and input and output peripherals. So here in resource management helps us to manage the hardware and software of the computer and the networking of computer, like the CPU and memory, storage, input, output. So these kinds of things are managed in resource management. So in file management, we are programs that control the creation, deletion, and access of files, data, and programs. So here also tracking the files, the physical locations of files, magnetic disks, and other secondary storage devices. So in file management, it helps us to have access to our files. So creating a folder, deleting a folder, deleting a file, and accessing to file, tracking your files, where is your file located. So in file management, it helps us to manage all the files and documents that we have on our computer. In task management, programs that control which task gets access to the CPU and for how much time. So in task management helps the computer to communicate with one another. So which program whenever you are opening, so what kind of access should have to the CPU and how long should have the task, the work or task with the CPU, connection with the CPU, and whenever you close it, so when should it be closed, when should it be open. So in task management controls all these things. So you can also check it in the task manager. So the programs that are running in your computer through task manager, by opening task manager you can check the programs, how they are running and which one is accessing which one's tasks has access or gets access to the CPU, and how it is using the RAM, and so when you close it, how it is closed. So you can check it in the task management. So system development programs. So this system development programs is program language. Like there we are designing the in system development programs. We are designing programs. We are developing programs in our computer by using the computer languages like different. There are different kinds of computer language. That the most common language of a computer language is called a machine level language. When we say machine level language, machine level language is a language that is known by computer, and computer is using that. We are calling them a binary language. Binary language. Why we say binary language? Because this binary language is created by two words, like one is 0 and 1. This is the only language that computer hardwares can understand and know this. یعنی امی کامپیوتر پروگرام های هاردویر کامپیوتر که هست فانکشن یا کار را که انجام میدن. وقتی ما یک پروگرام را دیزاین میکنیم، دیزاین کردن پروگرام یا جور کردن پروگرام توسط زبان میشه که به نام باینری لنگویج میگیم ما را. و باینری لنگویج از 0 و 1 تشکیل شده. که کسایی که بیشتر کامپیوتر ساینس میخوانند باز با این موضوعات بیشتر پروگرامینگ میخوانند، با این موضوعات بیشتر سر کار دارن که توسطش پروگرام را جور میکنن. یعنی هر پروگرامی که جور میشه از اینمی حروف 0 و 1 جور میشه. 0 و 1 یعنی چی؟ یعنی چیزهایی که وجود دارن او را برش 1 میگه کامپیوتر، چیزهایی که وجود ندارن را مثلا 0 برشان میگه. وقتی اینمی 0 و 1 شما که در پروگرام هنگ ببینین 0 و 1 پهلوی هم قرار میگیرن، اینا را در کامپیوتر که پهلوی هم قرار میگیرن، اینا را باز اونمو هاردویر مشناسه. یعنی هاردویر کامپیوتر توانایی ازی را داره که شما اینمی حروف را برشان نوشته میکنین در پروگرامینگ، او میفهمن که چی کاری را باید انجام بده، از اونا چی خواسته شده. اینمی زبان 0 1 که تشکیل شده هند، یعنی 0 1 0 1 به می شکل شما یک زبان کامپیوتر هست که هر کدامش هر معنای خاص را میده که شما میخواین با کامپیوتر چی بگین که چی کار را هاردویر انجام بده در ساختن پروگرام. اینمی ها به می شکل تشکیل میشن تا یک پروگرامی را تشکیل بدن. چونی خواندن ازی و نوشتن ازی بسیار سخت هست و تنها خود اینمی کامپیوتر اینمی حروف را مشناسه، اینمی دو عدد را مشناسه من حیث زبان خود که امی لحظه شما از کامپیوتر دان استفاده میکنین، پروگرامی را که روشن میکنین اون پروگرام دینمی زبان جور شده و اینمی را توسط اینمی حروف جور شده، 0 و 1 جور شده و کامپیوتر رو را شناسایی میکنه، به نام باینری لنگویج میگمش. و اما ساختن ازی و ساختار ازی یک اندازه مشکل هست، به خاطر ازی که کار را آسان بسازن. در پهلوی امی گفتیم که به نام ماشین لیول لنگویج ما میگیم. در بعد از اینجا یک پروگرام دیگه را ساختن، امی به خاطر از که یک پروگرام را جور بکنن دیگه پروگرام زبان دیگه را استفاده میکنن که به نام اسمبلی هست. یعنی اسمبلی چی است؟ اسمبلی لیول لنگویج. اسمبلی لیول لنگویج هم زبان کامپیوتر هست که او هم توسط ازی هم میتونن که شما یک پروگرامی را جور بکنین، پروگرام را دیزاین بکنین در کامپیوتر که میتونین در اینجا در پهلوی ازی که ما در قبلی که ما گفتیم که در ماشین لیول لنگویج از 0 و 1 استفاده میشه، در اینجا از سمبول ها استفاده میشه. از سمبول ها استفاده میشه در اسمبلی که یعنی سمبول ها پهلوی هم قرار میگیرن که همی سمبول ها یعنی به خاطر جور کردن پروگرام هستن که پهلوی هم قرار میگیرن تا یک کار را وظیفه انجام بدن به پروگرام جور شود. اما ما گفتیم که خود کامپیوتر تنها کدام زبان را مشناسه؟ ماشین لیول لنگویج را مشناسه. یعنی وقتی که اینمی پروگرام توسط در اسمبلی لیول لنگویج جور شد، باز امی اسمبلی لیول توسط پروگرام دیگه چی میشه؟ این کنورت میشه از زبانش. امی سمبول هایی را که شما پهلوی هم قرار بتین، یعنی یک بخواین که مثلا 5 نوشته میکنین، 6 نوشته میکنین، نظر از زبانی که هست شما میخواین پروگرام رو جور بکنین، این دوباره اینمی را کنورت میکنه با این اعداد 0 و 1 به این زبان، با زبان باینری لنگویج یا ماشین لیول لنگویج. چرا ماشین لیول لنگویج؟ خود اینمی سیستم و هاردویر تنها میره میشناسه، همین هاردویر که دیزاین میشه به اساس می دیزاین میشه، پس این دوباره کنورت میشه برای ماشین لیول لنگویج و ماشین لیول لنگویج او را دوباره شناسایی میکنه و میخوانه که شما چی خواستین، چی پروگرامی را جور کردین، چی رقم میه. هر پروگرامی که شما میبینین، دیتابیس را که میبینین، اینمی شکل زبان ها اینا جور میشن دیگه. در پهلوی از و اینمی دو هم به نام lower level language یاد میکنن، به نام lower level language هم میگن که چون بسیار ابتدایی هستند و کامپیوتر اینا را شناسایی میکنه. دیگه یک چیز دیگه ما داریم به نام middle level language و higher level language. در middle level اول خب higher level language که چون استفاده بیشتر داره. چرا higher level language چی هست؟ این higher level language هم یک زبان کامپیوتر هست که در اینجا در پهلوی سمبل و اینا مثل زبانش مانند مثل زبان انسان هست که در اینجا توسطش پروگرام دیزاین میشه، نوشته میشه برایش که چی باید انجام بده، می فانکشنالیتی چی کار را باید انجام بده و کدام کارها را انجام بده. وقتی که اینجا برش نوشته شد برای پروگرام، باز اینجا بازم همین مستقیم خود کامپیوتر نمیتونه که زبان از را بخونه. تنها گفتیم کدام زبان را میخونه، باینری لنگویج یعنی ماشین لیول لنگویج یعنی 0 و 1 را میخونه. پس دوباره اینمی هایر لیول هم نیاز داره که به ماشین لیول تبدیل شوه. در این حالت چی میکنن که از دو شکل وجود داره اینجا که وقتی میخوان که زبان را باز وقتی نوشته میشه به هایر لیول لنگویج به ماشین لیول لنگویج تبدیل شوه که کامپایلیشن هسته، دیگهش انترپریتیشن و انترپریت میکنیم یا کامپایلیشن، که در اینجا ما پروگرام های داریم مثلا جاوا هست، پایتون هست، سی پلاس پلاس هست. اینی زبان ها هست که ما در اینا نوشته میکنیم و دوباره اینا را کنورت میکنیم از این زبان هایی که بیشتر مروج است فعلا که استفاده میشن. پی اچ پی است، پرال است، جاوا اسکریپت است، پایتون هست، سی پلاس پلاس، که در این پروگرام ها در این زبان ها نوشته میشه. اینمی پروگرامی را که میخوایم ما جور بکنیم یا سافتویر را که میخوایم ما جور بکنیم، بعد از اینا کنورت میشن یا کمپایل میشن در با ماشین لیول لنگویج یا باینری لنگویج تا او را خود کامپیوتر خوانده بتونه. بین از اینمی که وقتی از هایر لیول به ماشین لیول تبدیل میشه، یک لیول دیگه ما داریم به نام میدیم لیول میگیم. میره این میدیم لیول میگیم که اینمی میدیم لیول خودش اینمی لنگویج هاست. اگه لنگویج های سی پلاس پلاس است، پایتون هست، جاوا هست، که اینا کنورت میشن یا کمپایل میشن دوباره به ماشین لیول لنگویج. یعنی این معلومات اضافی بود که در مورد پروگرامینگ بر شما دادم که بتونین بیشتر بفهمینش. که یعنی یک پروگرام که وقتی دیزاین میشه در کل در اینجا یکی خود کامپیوتر که هست باینری لنگویج هست، یعنی 0 و 1 هستن که زبانش هست که میخوانه خود پروگرام. یعنی در داخل کامپیوتر وقتی شما پروگرام دیزاین میکنین در داخل پروگرام در اونجا 0 و 1 نوشته میکنین، هاردویر میتونه اینی میره بخونه که چی خواستین از هاردویر کدام کار را انجام بده. و در پهلوی ازی به خاطر ساده ساختن از کار اسمبلی لیول لنگویج ساخته شد که از سمبل ها استفاده میشه و این هم چون مستقیم خود هاردویر خواندهش نمیتونه به ماشین لیول باید تبدیل شوه و از این کرده بهترتر در هایر لیول جور شد که هایر لیول زبانش مثل زبان انسان هست، تقریبا مشابه هست. که در اینجا وقتی شما چیز پروگرام را نوشته میکنین توسط میدل لیول ها که میدل لیول ها مثلا جاوا اسکریپت، سی پلاس پلاس، پایتون هستن، اینا را تبدیل میکنن به امی کنورت میشه یا به اصطلاح انترپریتیشن میشه یا کامپایلیشن میشه به زبان کامپیوتر یا باینری لنگویج یا به 0 و 1 تمامش تبدیل میکنن که اینا را کامپیوتر هاردویر بتونه بخونه که یعنی کدام پروگرام را شما دیزاین کردین، چی چیزا خواستین، چی رنگ دوج استفاده کنین، چی اول بره، چی رقم حرکت داشته باشه، دو چی رقم تایپ شه و چی رقم استوریج صورت بگیره. تمام از اینا میاره توسط این پروگرام هایی است که زبان هایی است در کامپیوتر که نوشته میشه و جور میشه تا یک کامپیوتر رن شوه و کار بکنه. که در اینجا ما یکی language translator programs داریم که میگیم software that translate high level into middle level programs machines understandable forms. یعنی ما گفتیم که کامپیوترها تنها ماشین لیول لنگویج را میخوانند. وقتی ما در های لیول چیز را نوشته میکنیم و توسط میدل لیول ها تبدیل میشن به ماشین لیول، یعنی کمپایل میشه. کسی که چیز پروگرامی که رو جور میکنه به نام کمپایلر میگیم یا انترپریتر میگیم، یا این دو تا در های لیول هستن، مربوط های لیول میشن. اما در اسمبلی لیول که هست گفتیم پیشتر اسمبلر برش گفته میشه که تبدیل میکنه به باینری لنگویج یا به ماشین لیول لنگویج تا کامپیوتر بتونه اما پروگرام یا اون چیزی که ازش خواستین نوشته کردین برش خوانده بتونیش و در استفادهش بکنه در خود داخل کامپیوتر. اما و دیگهش از programming tools هست. In programming tools we have graphical programming interfaces. Like in graphical programming what we need for programming, like symbols, we need pictures, we need what to be added in the program. So based on software or database we need these things. And programming editors has that we are editing the program, that the software that we designed. So if it needs any edits, so we can edit them through these tools that we need to have for writing a program in any language. So while purchasing a software, these are the points that we need to consider while choosing or purchasing a software. You know, nowadays there are lots of softwares available, and so different companies available that provides different softwares or different databases. So before going to expend our money or spend loads of time vending a company to find out and choosing a software, so before this choosing we can we need to go to the company's site and check the clients of that company, that who are the clients and who are using the software, what kind of softwares are available, what kind of alternatives are available. So there we need a good idea would be to take a close look at the solutions and ask yourselves a few questions. So the solutions means why we need this software. So we need to answer these questions. Is it compatible with my current setup? So you need to, when you want to purchase a software, you need to set it up, you need to install that software in your organization. Is it compatible with your organization? Is it compatible with the structure of your organization, with the organizational structure of your organization? With the each and every setup should be compatible. If it is not, so you should not purchase that software, because you should go for the alternatives if available. So next question, does it do everything I need to do? So why we are purchasing, why we need to have this software? For solving our problems. Is it able to solve our problems? Can it does it have the ability, or does it have all the facilities for us that we need? So you need to answer these questions before selecting or paying for that software or purchasing that software. Or what another thing is is it better than my current solutions? Like suppose you have a program, or you have a software, you have a database. So the new one that you want to purchase, why should you purchase? Is it better or not? It should be better. یعنی وقتی که ما یک سافتور خریداری میکنیم، چون در بازار بسیار زیاد سافتورها وجود داره، الترناتیو بسیار زیاد وجود داره، کمپانی ها زیاد هستن، ما در کل یعنی میتونیم که چند راهی هست که یک سافتور انتخاب بکنیم. در جنرالی که ما اینجا میگیم، یکی شما میتونین که از مشتریای از او بپرسین، ببینین چه رقم مشتری ها داره، کیها از سافتور استفاده میکنن، کدام کمپانی ها استفاده میکنن، و همچنین در کل شما 3 سوال را باید جواب بدین که آیا سازگاری داره با می فعالیت های شما، ستاپی که را میخواین بکنین در جایگزین بسازین در سازمانتان سازگار هست یا نیست. آیا تمام ضروریات شما که ضرورت دارین که مشکلاتی که دارین حل میکنه یا نمیکنه. آیا سافتور فعلی که دارین استفاده میکنید از خوبتر هست یا نیست؟ به این خاطر ما we need to consider these 7 important factors to consider when choosing enterprise software. So first, you need to check the compatibility. The software should be compatible with the setup should be compatible, the installation should be compatible, the functionality of the software should be compatible with your organization. If it is not, so you should not choose that software because it will create problems for you. And also the functionality should be according to the functions that you need, according to the problems that you need to solve, according to the solutions that you need. So its functionality should be according to your need, and also its functionality should be easy, that you should be able to use that. Your employees should be able to use that. If it is hard, so you should not choose that, because it is wastage of time. We are using softwares to be fast, to make our work easy, to ease our work, or to make our works done quickly. So the price also should be not costly. It should not be expensive software, because paying lots of money just for having a software or database is something like it will damage your organization. So you should go for that software that should be compatible. Its function should be good, as well as its price should be less, or a cheap software. It should be a cheap software. Also credibility. So you should check that who else is using this software. What other organization, like those organizations which are similar to your organization, those similar organizations, are they using this software? Or and also you can ask the clients of this company that you want to purchase from them the software, that how is the software, how is it working. Like nowadays in the softwares, if you purchase, so there are feedbacks of the clients, so you can check the feedback of the clients about the software that you want to purchase. And also there should be some other famous organizations that are using this software. If there is not such kind of organization which they are not using this software, so a credible organization should be using this. If not, so you should not use it too. And also user friendliness means not friendliness. So your users, your employee should be able to use the software. Means that the functionality should be easy for the user of the software. Again, so it has good functionality, but the functionality is not easy. The functions are not easy. Your employees cannot easily understand how to use the software, so you should not take it. So its functionality should be easy, and it should be common. Your employees and the people who needs to use this software should know it, or it should be easy. Its setup should be easy, and installation should be easy, as well as its usage. And agility goes to the innovation in the software. So you should also think about the company that who is providing the software, that does this company focuses on innovation in the software? Does it update and upgrade the software or not? So if updates and upgrades are available, and in the future they will create some innovation in the software, and the current software that you want to have, so you should purchase that. If not, if it is not dynamic software, static software, which is not changeable, and after a period of time they are not updating it, or they are not upgrading it according to the day, or they are not updating it, so you should not purchase that kind of software. The software should be dynamic, and should be changeable. Innovation should be there by the company, and also some company should have support on the software, and it should be a long-term software, and all the time it should be up to date. Its updates and upgrades should be available. And number 7 should be exit strategy. A good exit strategy should be there. If you want to leave the software, there should be easy. You should be easily, you can easily use this software and leave the software. It should be easy to transfer your data from the software to the other software. And if somehow this company is closed that you are using its software and there's not any update or any upgrade, so you want to leave the software, so it should be easy for you, and there should be a good strategy for exiting the software that you want to purchase. So before purchasing a software, you have to consider these 7 points, and after that you can choose and purchase whatever the software you want. Or you can, if you don't want to purchase, so you can go and order a software for a developer, or for an ICT company that should develop a software for your own use, for your own computer organization, and in the way that you need, and its function should be accordingly to your organizations. So thank you. I hope you're having a good time and good day. This is a communication way. To me, like, you can email me or you can WhatsApp. And for further videos, other videos are also available in the Nexat Booklet YouTube channel. So you can go there also, you can have these videos. Thank you and have a good time.